Welcome to Issues That Matter. I'm Cynthia Pooler. My guest today is Scott Ritter, and Scott and I are going to do part two of his rally for Saturday. So, Scott, last time we talked about the rally itself, and now you have it on different platforms. Can you tell our audience what platforms they will be on? But before you do, I got to say something. Your timing is impeccable because Camilla Harris was just endorsed by like a lot of warmongers, which is, good for you because, then you'll have something to really talk about on Saturday. So, what platforms um is the video going to be on?
Well, it's a live stream. Um,
Okay.
and we call this a family of podcasts. That's one of the approaches that we've taken in promoting this. And we our speakers include Judge Andrew Napolitano, um, Max Blumenthal, and Anya Parampil, um, and myself, and then Gerald Salante, and of course we have Roger Waters, coming in on it too. Uh, uh, Judge Napolitano has a podcast, Judging Freedom, and he has nearly 500,000 subscribers. And so we're going to be streaming on his YouTube channel. So that's I think it's at Judging Freedom on YouTube. Gerald Salante's has a YouTube channel, Occupy Peace 2846. The Gray Zone has one, the Gray Zone 7996. So they'll be going off on 3 YouTube channels. I've been kicked off of YouTube, so I don't get to play the YouTube game. But we will be broadcasting on our Rumble channel. So that's HTTPS with the dot / rumble.com/US Tour of Duty. If you go to
You
that
do
site,
you have do you have a thing you could hold up the flyer so that
I don't have a
people
flyer.
see
I have
it?
my phone. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but yeah, it doesn't come in. I've put this out on my Facebook. I've put this out on my Twitter.
Okay.
And so it's out there. Same thing. We're going to put it on X. X has become an interesting platform to stream on. I've got over 400,000 followers on X. So https://x.com, Real Scott Ritter. And we'll be putting out on others too. I think Danny Haifong wants to come on board, and anybody who follows Danny Haifong, he'll be streaming it. But we're going to be getting all the people involved to advertise this on their respective podcasts and push their followers to view it. So that's the best way to watch it.
So people who want to know uh if they're in a different state or even a different country, they could go to the particular platforms that you just mentioned, click on it and watch it.
Uh, Look, the easiest thing is to go to is scottritter.com.
Okay.
That's my website. You click on my website and you'll find all this information there. It's a one-stop shop.
Okay,
You don't have
great.
to search the internet. Just go to scottritter.com. Doesn't cost you any money. Click in on that, and it will navigate you straight to where you need to be if you want to watch
Oh,
this thing.
good. That's terrific. So one of your daughters is going to sing?
Well, she's not gonna. She's already sung. We. I don't want to give too much away, but we. My when I talk about the dangers of nuclear war, I don't want to just get into the military technical aspect of nuclear policy and employment policy and things of that nature. I want to impress upon the crowd how precious life is and how important life is. And when my growing up with raising my daughters, I remember they came home one day from school, and they had just been shown Al Gore's movie about climate change, and they were like, "Daddy, the world's going to end." I said, what do you mean? And they were scared to death about climate change. So we had long, drawn out discussions about that. And that led to other things like nuclear war. And they were like, Daddy, are we going to die from nuclear war? And I said, well, we could. I mean, it's a danger. We have to have corrective policies. We need to fall in love with Earth, and we need to fall in love with life, and we need to do things to preserve the life that we have. That's why Daddy disappears for a long period of time, because he goes around the world and tries to get rid of weapons of mass destruction. And I went away on a trip after that, a very long trip, and I came back, and they had started this project where they had invented a world um, called Anamara. It's sort of a anagram of Marina, my wife's name. The name of the planet was Anamara, and they had built the most elaborate world populated by animals and people and conflicts and heroes that were going to save it. But the big aspect of their story was that we had failed on Earth, that through a combination of climate change and nuclear war, we had made life on Earth uninhabitable, and that the last remaining humans selected from the nations of the world were sent to space to go to this new land to start life all over again. Um, and we wrote it out. They illustrated it. I even wrote a book. It's supposed to be a 12-part book. I wrote part one, and then the project stalled because the girls grew up. But the point is, um, when we were doing this, my daughter Patricia sat down on the piano and wrote a song. It was just music, and it was very. I mean, we were deeply impressed. She played it to her piano teacher, and the teacher liked it, and the song was always there. And so we were having a conversation about this rally and the importance of the rally, and we all mentioned Anamara. And I said, why don't we turn your song into a real song? Get some lyrics. Malcolm Byrne, who's an award-winning music producer, agreed to give us access to a studio and his skills. And so she and I came up with the lyrics. She streamlined the song, and then we went to Malcolm Byrne's studio in Kingston, and we recorded a song. We spent several hours doing it, and in the end, Malcolm quoted Bob Dylan and said, "I think we got enough there to make a record." And he did the, we got a song, and it sounds pretty damn good. And then we turned it into a music video. My other daughter, Patricia or Victoria, who's equal partner in this project. Anamara is a joint venture of my two daughters. She and her fiance, Sam Poling, spent the whole weekend, came up here and spent the whole weekend illustrating this. And we did a series of animations. And it's in the hands of a video editor right now. I hope to have the initial draft of it today. And we're going to play it on Thursday. It'll be its premiere at this thing. It's part of the introduction to why I feel that we need to prevent a nuclear war, because it's this kind of project that makes life fun. Working with your kids, not just as children, but as adults, working with them on joint projects that celebrate life, that celebrate music, that celebrate the things that make life important. And I think it's imperative to share it with everybody so they understand why I'm angry. Why am I angry? Because a lot of people say, why are you so angry? Because there's people out there that want to make this impossible, that want to bring this to an end, that want to disrupt this perfect life that I have with my family. And I want people to look around at their families and get angry too. And if enough of us get angry, maybe we'll start to do something about it. And Operation Dawn, which again stands for what would you do to save democracy? What would you save America, to save the world through your vote in November? Maybe people will do something about it by going out there and stopping a nuclear war a politically viable issue that forces politicians to take note. And people out there who say, Scott, that's dream, they'll never do anything. Donald Trump Jr. and RFK Jr., under pressure from Operation Dawn, by the way, wrote an op-ed piece published in The Hill. They talked about negotiating an end to the war in Ukraine to prevent a nuclear war with Russia. We've already had the biggest success possible. For all you naysayers out there who are like, this is pipe dream, you're smoking dope, it's never going to happen, feel good, Scott, kumbaya, stick it in your ear. We already had a big victory. One of the major candidates is already committed down a path of preventing a nuclear war with Russia. And if enough of you jump on board to say that's the issue that matters, we're not giving Trump our vote. We're saying we give it to the candidate that best articulates a strategy to prevent nuclear war. Kamala Harris might go, maybe I need to say something. And then she'll write an op-ed piece. And then Trump will read her op-ed piece and say, I got to double down on a strategy for disarmament. And she'll say, oh, no, I'm going to double down on you. And now we got them competing in a bidding war to win our vote about how they're going to stop nuclear war. Guys, that's how we save the world. That's how it's done in America, by making democracy, making your vote count. All you people out there said, nah, I'm flying a Trump flag. I gave my vote to Trump. Screw you. You don't matter anymore. Why? You already sold yourself. No one cares what you think. You've already told me how you're going to vote. Trump doesn't care about you anymore either. For all the people out there with the Harris, the posters in your yard, no one cares about you anymore. You've already told them what they. Between now and November, the political grease goes on the squeaky wheel. The squeaky wheel only squeaks when the vote hasn't been counted. When either side says, I need your vote to win. So why don't we all come together and say, saving our lives is the highest priority. Stopping a nuclear war is the highest priority. Make the biggest damn squeaky wheel imaginable and force these candidates to apply grease. And that grease, of course, is articulation of policies. Jill Stein, you're welcome to jump on board too. Come on down. I've invited her on my show. She said yes, and the FBI raided my house, and she got scared. Maybe she'll stop being scared. Jill, if your people are listening, call me. You got my number. But we'd love you to come on too, because Jill, if you can articulate an anti-nuclear war policy, and I can bring together through Operation Dawn, me and all the other people, enough voters to say the person who comes up with the best policy wins our vote. Who knows, Jill, you might be able to do something. And if you do that, enough people jump on your platform, Kamala's going to get scared to death, Jill, because you're taking the votes from her. So Kamala's going to say, I got to do something to nullify Jill. And she's going to come up with a policy. Then Trump's going to say, damn it, I got to do something to nullify Kamala's policy. Boom. And then, Jill, you get to come in again with an even better policy. And look what we've done. Debate, discussion, dialogue. We've made voting matter in America. That's the whole purpose of Operation Dawn.
So, Scott, I know you're very busy. Your website again, where people can find out your schedule for Saturday.
Yep. The website is scottritter.com. It's not too hard. Now, on there, if you allow me,
Sure.
you see here, this is a challenge coin. I made it especially for Operation Dawn, how to stop a nuclear war. It's the thing about challenge coins, they're called a challenge coin for a reason. They come from a military tradition. If you take one, and when I say take, if you buy one, because this is a fundraising mechanism. Operation Dawn is a campaign. It begins on September 28th. We've already had some pre-campaign victories. I told you the op-ed piece in The Hill is a big victory. But it's going to continue through November 5th. But it doesn't happen for nothing. It costs money. And so we're selling these coins at scottritter.com, $20 a pop. It's a good deal. It's a nice coin, but if you buy one and you ever meet me, and I know you bought it, see, I carry one in my pocket. I'm going to take you to a bar and I'm going to throw the coin on the bar. And if you bought one and you can't put your coin on the bar, you got to buy me a beer. But if I put my coin on the bar and you put your coin on top of it, you met my challenge. I got to buy you a beer. You see how it works, guys? So we can have fun, we can drink beer, and we can help a good cause by buying the challenge coin.
So give your website one more time.
scottritter.com.
Great, Scott. And You've been listening to Scott Ritter. I know you're very busy. I'm Cynthia Pooler. This is Issues That Matter. If you like this show, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And Scott, I will see you Saturday.
Well, I look forward to it. And I got a coin with your name on it.
Thank you. Have a
Okay,
great day.
you too.
Bye.